from the Spider. Well, I'm excited from the Spider and with Kyle. And I worked with Kyle for about 20 years, like 20 seasons, 20 years different, just being around him. And I always, I still love his energy, his enthusiasm, what he brings to each individual that he mentors and that he coaches. You know, take a look at Eric. You know. I won't say, is he your assistant coach? Yeah. A great individual. I mean, he's given back to the community. He works hard at what he does. Not too many of you would do something as strenuous as coaching wrestling for the number of years he's done. I want to say, you know, 28, 27. We're there someplace as a volunteer. He doesn't work at the school. He has his own job, and he takes that time off to be able to come up and give back at work and coach those kids. I think that's just awesome, really is. I coached and taught for 31 years here, and I'll just say that I got that paycheck and I like that. And, as small as it was, but to do something for, I mean, he gets paid, but I mean, do we still get paid now? But to take his own time, and he loves that sport. Kyle Davis.
That's why I wrote 2 pages. First of all, I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame for the honor and privilege of being inducted in the Hall of Fame up here. To be a great wrestling coach, to be a good wrestling coach, to be a coach, you have to have all kinds of a support group. I've had a wonderful support group my entire life. First, my wife has gone to all the tournaments everywhere up and down the state with me for 20 plus years. We haven't been married that long, but she traveled everywhere. My family, parents, brothers, sisters, have all coached at Anderson High School, West Valley High School. They've always been there to support me when I was on and off the field, and they still support me. I can remember many trips we would take on a wrestling tournament. We'd stop in, spend the night at my parents' house, and finish the trip the next day. They've always been there. Friends, I have wonderful friends through the sport of wrestling through coaching, and their coaches that I've met in my 29 years up here. It's just been fantastic. All the wrestlers I've coached have come back. I classify them all as friends, not just acquaintance, teammates. They've all come close friends. We hang out together. They fly in from Georgia, Boise, Sacramento, everywhere to see them. Local businesses and parents in this community have been very helpful and beneficial to not only the wrestling program, but the whole Trinity High School athletics. Assistant coaches, I've been blessed with many assistant coaches. There's a long list of them. I'll give you those lists. There's a lot of them, probably because they couldn't put up with me very long. They traded off from time to time. My first assistant coach was Mark Stanberry. Mark Stanberry. Clay Davis, my brother, came up from Anderson for a few years and coached with me when I took over the program. Eric Keating, Aaron Razzo, Nate Coffin, Jed Magine, Jason Omby, Eric Plotsky, and my current assistant coach, Rick Wise, is here tonight. These are many of the coaches that have helped develop the Trinity High Wrestling program into the success we have had. If you listen to the names, many of them are ex-Trinity High wrestlers, ex-Trinity High athletes. They all come back and help out as much as possible. One great thing that at Trinity High School is the administration has been very supportive. We've had wonderful ADs, Kathleen Lynch, did a fantastic job. For myself, I'm very sad to see her leave this last year. Glad she's doing well in Fortuna. Glad she made it over here tonight. It's good to see her. All the past wrestlers who have come into the room have made us better. They come in, say hi, roll around, work out with the team. They are part of the family and have made THS wrestling better. A few of my most memorable events. There's too many really to count, because I've been coaching 29 years. That makes me pretty old sometimes. But I'll just mention a few of them. Coaching with my brother Clay in 1990 when we had a state champion, the state champion, Aaron Razzo. Unlike every sports, we don't go divisions. They don't divide you up by how big your school is or how small your school is. You all show up in one place and you compete against the big boys and the little boys, and the best man comes out on top. In 1990, we had Clay and myself and my family went back to Pennsylvania, where Aaron placed second in the nation that year. Wow. Another memorial was in 1992 at the BRI tournament, Bernie Rotary Invitational. It was a 40-year tournament, something like that. We had I had some slight conflict with a principal that didn't like me very well. And she decided at the last that we couldn't leave when we needed to leave, that we would have to wait a few hours. So I called the tournament director up, who was Randy Aller at the time, and said, hey, we're going to be a couple hours late, I don't know what to do. He held all our matches until we showed up. They started the tournament without us and just postponed the matches we had. We walked into the gym a couple hours late. We had weighed in at home. I faxed over my roster. We got dressed on the bus against school policy. We got off the bus, walked down to the gym. They handed us our bout sheets. There were 3 mats wrestling, and we put 3 mats. We put 3 wrestlers, 1 wrestler on each mat. We won 22 of 24 matches, and most of those were bids. It was a pretty spectacular event and pretty impressive. Another one of the things I would like to mention was coaching championship teams and individuals alongside ex-wrestlers and assistant coaches and coaching their kids. It's a very blessing to coach with Kevin Malfay, Eric's boy, to coach Justice Homeby, Jason's boy. Have those ex-wrestlers of mine come back and help me coach their kids and coach the team. It's just very rewarding, and I've enjoyed it tremendously. There's too many other events and individuals, stunts that kids have pulled on the trips that has made us laugh. Very hilarious. If you spend 48 hours with a group of 20 or 30 kids on the bus, in the mats, traveling up and down on the coast, going swimming in the ocean on a Sunday, you see a lot of funny things, and it just makes you laugh. And in the mat, off the mat, you see a lot of proud, makes you a lot of proud coach, proud parent of the things they've done and the things you've seen them done. They've all been wonderful. It's been a wonderful ride for 29 years. This sport exposes the true character of all wrestlers. It is truly a demanding, grueling, and self-disciplined high school sport. There's no second best if you want to be a tough wrestler. You've got to put in the time, you've got to work hard, and you don't always come out on top. It's kind of funny, the basketball players are always making fun of us because we're dieting and losing weight. The football coaches are getting mad at us because we're too small, but they always step up and get it done and do a great job. A quote in the bio was from my high school wrestling coach, Dan Eckley, and he always said this, and I've told my wrestlers the same thing: you have 4 years to do it and the rest of your life to talk about it. So get it done. Again, I'm very thankful for all the kids, the ex-wrestlers, all the people I've been in contact with, and all the wrestling, my family, and everybody else that came up here tonight. to be here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you very much. Do we have any other comments?